Hola bandidos, welcome to Mel's Magic Official. I'm Magic Mel, and yes, eventually you will see Charles back on stage. In the meantime, welcome to the show, and Magic Mel is on a roll. I'm uploading my enigmatic short story, so stay tuned on my channel. In the meantime, I thought, why not check in with your love life? Don't roll your eyes. I know. Come on. Let's see what's going on there, va? Just for fun. Just for fun. And we're using the Ley de la Atracción deck. So all images, you know how we roll, and I channel the story. Vamos allá? Let's do this. Tapping into you with your permission. Vamos. How's your love life doing? Let's do a little short story, va? 6 cards. Vamos allá. Saturday night, and you are my entertainment, and me, yours. Vamos. First card. Thank you so much. What's cooking? What is cooking? How is our little short story beginning? Ooh. Rather swordsy, dare I say. First card out. Ready for the combat. Have you been feeling like love is more like a battlefield than anything else? That you had to be on the defense all the time? That something has been triggering you and has been triggered within you when it comes to love? Definitely on the defense, no? Have you been asking yourself, why am I so defensive? What am I defending? What is being triggered? What is unhealed? Let's see what's next. Woo, guys. Next card out. Why have you been so on the defense, and what are you defending? Well, that 2 cards, I'm going to take them as they came out in order. Have you been feeling like love is like walking on a tightrope, almost like walking on eggshells, limbo land, trying to keep your balance, leaving one shore and not knowing where you're actually heading? Feeling like it's a real balancing act between your own needs and someone else's needs. Trying to understand how this tightrope of love really works, whether it's worth it, what makes it snap, what helps you stay in equilibrium. Are those questions you've been asking yourself? Wow. The next card. Ooh. Has there been somebody in your life that you've been willing to walk the tightrope for, but you're not quite sure how to approach? Are you viewing this specific person as perhaps a little bit like a diva? Not gender specific here, you can swap genders, but we're looking at the image. Do you see her as somebody in the limelight or even asking for the limelight? Somebody hard to keep up with? Somebody with standards you've been feeling insecure about? Somebody who triggers your defensiveness? Is that what has been happening? That's the 3rd card. Let's see what the 4th card is. Ooh. Have you been putting her on the pedestal? Is there a kind of love-hate relationship going on where you're like, damn, why do I like her? She irritates me, but I also really fancy her. Come on, admit it. It's okay. Remember, we are walking paradoxes as human beings, you know? Three cards came out, but I have 2 in my hand, okay? I just, out of my eyes, out of the corner of my eye, I saw what the last card is. That's why I'm laughing. But let's allow the story to unfold. So remember, is there somebody who you've been feeling is out of reach, who's like some kind of diva, who's in the limelight, who's a go-getter, and you kind of resent her for that, but you actually really like her. Like it actually really attracts you, turns you on. But at the same time, she's been like poking at you and triggering your old wounds. What's next? Have you been feeling like love is some kind of battlefield where you're like, you know what? I'm out of here. I'm tired of being triggered. I'm tired of walking the tightrope for some kind of diva. I feel chased and haunted. I'm getting the out of here. I'm running away from the battlefield, basically. However, she still lingers and haunts you in the back of your psyche. It hasn't been that easy to get rid of her, to move on, to forget about her. Why? Because deep down you know she represents something special. You are able to see through her persona, and you're able to see the purity of her being. Something that you know not many or maybe nobody can really perceive. Because what the external world sees is the persona she's presenting. And not even an inauthentic persona, but a specific persona for the public. Whereas you can see right through her, and you can see and perceive and cherish her essence. That's why it hasn't been easy to get over her. That's why she's still in the back of your mind. And not only that, she's in your heart. She actually represents hope and magic. Look at the card, there's a rainbow on top of her. There's something innocent and pure about her that you can't shake loose, that really touched you. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I can only count in German. So this were 5 cards. The last card of our short story. There was a card underneath, so I'll accept that too. I'll make an exception. You know, in the depths of your heart, that this special someone has really shook your world, and that you haven't been able to get over her, because you know deep down that she represents true love, unlike anything you've ever come across in the past. Hence the love-hate relationship, because there are many parts and aspects of her that trigger you, which is good also because it makes you look at yourself. What exactly is she triggering? Is she triggering your insecurities, your neglected sense of unworthiness? Is that sense of unworthiness what made you so defensive? Have you been feeling like you were walking on a tightrope because you just didn't know and don't know how to approach her? You've pulled all the tricks from your sleeve but still weren't successful in approaching her the right way? Are you still figuring that out? Is that why you're like, you know what, I'm getting the hell out of this love battlefield because it's too much, it feels too much, it's too intense? Have you been feeling all of that and yet haven't been unable to let her go? Because beneath all of your ego battles and insecurities, you know that she is your true counterpart. And if you were to ask your heart sincerely, don't you already know the answer? That you're longing for her? Do you want to see the last card? The 6+1. Do you know deep down also that you left her out in the cold? Because you ran? Because it felt too much? Because you got too triggered? So you pushed her away? I like to end the story with a question mark. And I leave it up to you to process and fill in the blanks of the ending. How about that? Ciao, amigos. I love you.